There is love in the air. I cannot feel it. I cannot feel it. There is love in the air. I cannot feel it. I cannot feel it. I cannot.
Hi, my name is John Cerrone, and you're listening to Northwest Sessions.
Life is just a series of theatrical plays, and the curtain's being pulled, and it's time to set the stage. Well, there's too much makeup on all of these faces as people desperately try to find their places. But for now, I'll bear the spotlight on my own. I just pray that before the final bow that I'll find home. Well, I've been a Romeo and I've had a Juliet, and Hamlet's running crazed and he isn't dead just yet, and Oedipus wandered blind across the desert, just wondering what life meant, just wondering what life meant. And no matter how pretty the overture was, sooner than later miscommunication's gonna kill the buzz. Oh, it always does. 'Cause in every single story there's a time and a part where it's obvious when someone's not speaking from the heart. And this lack of conversation is causing me to go blind. But I don't need to see to play this guitar, and I don't need to scream to speak what's on my mind, and that's you by my side. Well, I've been a Romeo and I've had a Juliet, and Hamlet's running crazed and he isn't dead just yet, and Oedipus wandered blind across the desert, just wondering what life meant, just wondering what life meant. And the lights are burning bright and droplets of sweat run down my face. Oh, I promise you, Melanie, the spotlight will offer us enough space. But if you wanna leave, the exit through the wing. But I'd much rather have you stay and let me hear you sing. 'Cause life is just a series of theatrical plays, and the curtain's being pulled, and it's time to set the stage. Well, I've been a Romeo and I've had a Juliet, and Hamlet's running crazed and he isn't dead just yet, and Oedipus wandered blind across the desert, just wondering what life meant, just wondering what life meant. Thank you.
All right, welcome to Northwest Sessions on KZLX and KNWT Channel 8. My name is Alec. We have our guest tonight, John Cerrone. John, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh, Well, I just graduated a couple years ago from this very same school.
All right.
Working in the same studio, so it's pretty cool to see it all like cycle out and all new people. It's pretty sweet.
Okay, yeah, I heard you say some comment about that when you first got in. You were like, I don't know these people. And I was
Yeah,
like,
new
oh, you
people,
must have been here
cool.
before. I thought maybe we just had you on the show before or something.
Oh yeah, I was on the show a few years ago, and well, actually, yeah, a few years ago. But lately I've just been living in Maryville. I just had a kiddo. Me and my lady just had a baby, so
Hey,
he's about
congratulations.
like 10 weeks old. He's a cute little guy, and I'm living up here and substitute teaching and playing shows when I can and doing this kind of stuff and teaching some guitar as well, which is pretty fun.
That's
Just
really
kinda
cool.
another passion of mine.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so how did you get into playing guitar?
Well, when I was 13, I was all lonely and not very cool in high school, and I wanted to pick up guitar to get women. And all my favorite musician at the time, Frank Turner, was a big inspiration. His philosophy was like, you go make art yourself, because there's really an artist in everyone. So anybody can do it. If it's humanly possible, you can do it. It's kind of the thought that I had going into it.
That's really cool. Did you have to like, you said you were about in middle school when that happened then, that you kind of got into it?
Around like maybe freshman year of high school. I played bass guitar, and I was a big metalhead for a little while, and I had a good friend who played electric guitar, and I was like, let's form a band, and he was way better at guitar than I was at bass, and it kind of fell through or whatever, and then the thing is, I used to like, and still do, like indie music, and then I had like a metalhead phase, which is like the whole other side of the spectrum, and then kind of grew out of that and back into like the indie folk stuff. So picked up the acoustic guitar when I was like 13. My brother like paid for a good portion of it as like a birthday present. So yeah.
That's cool. Did you play anything before that, or were you in like choir? or
I
anything?
played. Yeah, I did some choir stuff. The first show that I ever had was my 5th grade talent show, and I sang Frank Sinatra. And that was the first time I ever was in front of people doing something like that, and was like, this is cool. And I took choir and played in the orchestra a little bit, and
What'd you play there?
played viola. It was
Viola.
I didn't want to be like all the other kids playing violin, and wanted to be different.
Oh,
Be
yeah,
like,
you
what's a
can't
viola?
be basic.
Yeah, right. so yeah, I mean it's always kind of been music's always kind of been around in my life a lot. So
Cool. And also you mentioned something about playing with some different guys in a band, and that kind of fell out.
oh
but,
yeah, me and the White Brothers used to be in a band. I used to play bass with them, and kind of it ultimately just like we're still great friends, and they were super understanding about everything. But ultimately, I just kind of like playing guitar and singing a lot more than playing bass. But yeah, like we're still pretty great friends.
Good.
No
Do you
hard
have
feelings.
Do you have like a band together now then, or?
Nope, just going solo. So enjoying it. I'm the only one held accountable for messing up. So, but yeah,
It sounds fun though.
yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Cool. Do you want to play another song for us?
Yeah, sure. I'll play a cover song. This is called "The First Day of My Life." It's a Bright Eyes cover. This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. I went out in the rain, suddenly everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours the first face that I saw. Think I was blind before I met you. I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. So I thought I'd let you know. These things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you, and I wondered if I could come home. time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning. And I thought it was strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. And now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you. And I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, these things there's no telling, we'll just have to wait and see. I'd rather be working for a paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me. Thank you.
Yeah, nice job, man.
Thank you very much.
Who'd you say that was by?
Bright Eyes.
Bright Eyes. I kind of like that.
Connor Oberst.
Cool, I
He's
like
the
that. I'll have to
guy.
check that out.
Yeah, it's good. It's I enjoy it.
Cool. So tell me a little bit about like any shows or anything you've played recently.
Well, I've kind of just been going down to St. Joe every now and then and playing what I can. Me and the White Brothers, the bandmates that were previous bandmates, decided we'll just kind of still book together even though we're not playing together. So I'll open up for them a lot of times. Been playing at a bar called Unplugged in St. Joe, which is probably my all-time favorite bar. They're awesome down there. Doing that a lot. Some Magoons, there's another bar down there. Sometimes I'll just be singing for the bartender, but that's all right with me. It's really the best kind of practice is playing on stage and for an audience. So any chance I get really is pretty. I'm up there doing the thing.
Just any opportunity, I get it. You said you usually do that with the guys you used to play with.
Yeah, they're still Beacons is their band name. So yeah, they're it's just two twin brothers who've been playing since they were like toddlers.
Really?
So
that's kind of cool.
They've got harmonies down like a second language, or yeah, pretty much like a second language, and one plays drums and one plays guitar, and they both sing. So it's pretty cool.
That's cool. That's very talented. Do you say they're from St. Joe?
Well, I actually met them when we were going to school here. Same department. Michael White was in this room. He had your job a couple of years ago doing hosting for this. So yeah, we all kind of met in college and was like, you play guitar and sing songs and they're really good, and here's what I got. And so we kind of just played together, roommate together, and yeah.
That's awesome. Sorry, real quick, since I was thinking about the acoustic guitar, the signatures you got there.
Oh yeah,
who are those from?
This is a guy, Frank Turner, is his name. He was really my big inspiration picking up the guitar and writing songs myself. He's an English guy. He used to, when he was younger, play in a hardcore band, and as he got older, he kind of leaned more towards the acoustic guitar and folk music, and like folk punk, I guess, would be his genre, which I thought was like, you can put those two things together, and I thought that was really cool. So that's kind of what I was trying to do. But yeah, that's Frank Turner. A lot of, really, these just come from hanging out outside of concerts next to the bus and waiting for them to come out. And this is Dallas Green from City and Color, and he's a big inspiration. He does a lot of the like solo acoustic stuff, his older stuff, a lot of it. Really just like singing with heart, having passion in what you're saying, and like being real, I guess, is the big inspiration. So, yeah.
Yeah, was that Frank Turner then that wrote the "Sing Till You Sweat"?
Yep, "Sing Till You Sweat."
Have you been following that?
I have. I do. Whenever I play a show, and then I'll get so sweaty that it's in my eyes, and then I'll like, oh, maybe the audience thinks I'm crying, I'm really emotional or something into it. But no, it's just sweat. But yeah, totally.
Yeah, just don't tell them that. It ruins the illusion.
Yeah, right. I just grabbed the tissue, and let's get this out of my... Yeah.
That probably helps back with what you're talking about, playing guitar to get women. I'm sure that adds to
Well,
it.
I already found my lady, and so
it worked. I actually met her at a show. She met me at a show. So yeah.
Really? What happened there?
Well, she was a mutual friend and of a bandmate that was in our band for a little while, and a cousin of a bandmate, and she just came to a show, and we just started hanging out and talking. So yeah, and now we have a baby together. So it's pretty sweet. It's really going pretty well, really.
That's cool. Yeah, my next question was gonna be asking about like what your favorite show is you've ever played, but I feel like if you don't say that and your wife sees this, then
oh well,
it'd be a little upsetting there.
I could say that the biggest show that had the most impact that I probably ever played was the first show that I ever really played, and that was for the variety show that they have on campus here when I was a freshman, and I came and I wrote a song for my mom that I'll actually play for you next. When she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, and it was kind of a tough time, and big change of like going to school and being on your own, and you're not in your high school in your parents' basement anymore. So like, oh, life is changing. You got to grow up and stuff. And I played that song that I wrote, and it was really the first song that I ever wrote and performed for like my whole family when they showed up, and like apparently like 2,000 other people. So it was pretty nutty to have like my first show be the biggest show. Still biggest show so far. I haven't played for 1,000 people since. But yeah, that was probably my favorite show.
Yeah, it makes for a cool story at least.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll get back to something big or bigger.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That'd be awesome.
If I get booked for something, I'm taking it. So it's kind of never turn down a show is kind of my philosophy, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good attitude.
Oh, Mom's Good, by the way, just so you know. That's always a cliffhanger.
I like that.
Yeah.
Also, a second ago, you mentioned that you and the White Brothers, was that it? Mm-hmm. You guys haven't done any, like, true recordings or albums or anything yet, but is that on the way, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to come out with something. After all these years of, like, not having anything, and especially my brother, like, when are you ever going to come out with an album or a demo? I want to play something in my car. Yeah, that'll be in the works. It's coming.
Yeah, I guess your brother especially, too, if he's the one that kind of got you the guitar, got you into it,
right.
He's probably hoping that
something
will come out of it.
He's been, like, my biggest fan and also, like, my most critical fan, I'm sure, but that's all right.
That's a good thing to have, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is. Makes me want to make him proud, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, you sound great, so I'm sure you're doing it. You're making him proud,
Thanks,
I'm sure.
Man.
Did you want to go ahead and play that song then you were talking about for your mom?
Sure, yeah.
I'd love to hear that.
I'm afraid life is changing all around me. The roles are flipping and it's time to take care of you. The scent of sickness lingers in the air. I'm in the hospital, chasing tile square after tile square. Will things change in ways that you never thought they would? Will faded hearts under a dark hood? And we'll never know what's to come, but every day reveals more. And you sludge your feet through muddy, tiring terrain, and life's thrown so much at you. We carry on, and love is all that remains. All that remains. Mama, 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 I love you so. Oh, mama, 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 I can't let you go. And I'm taking life by the day. My love is my currency, and I'm here to say I'm making you rich. Someday you'll fly high, never again to hit a ditch. And you'll never grow bankrupt, and you'll never leave my heart. You've been with me throughout everything. To think we'd have to part, well, you'll be gone, and that breaks my heart. Mama, 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 I love you so. Oh, mama, 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 I can't let you go. And we're all dying slowly, no one knows their expiration dates. And it's times like these that show a little more under the darkhood of fate. Oh, darkhood of fate. In time, scratch the films on the pictures in my head. My camera is jammed, it's getting brighter out, and I should have gone to bed. But I can't get you out of my head. And I call you up the very next day, and you say that hearing my voice makes the clouds a little less gray, a little less gray. Mama, 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 I love you so. Mama, 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 I can't let you go. I'm afraid life is changing all around me, and there's so many things that I could say. But I'll wake up tomorrow and see your face another day, another day. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys, this has been Northwest Sessions on KZLX LP Maryville and KNWT Channel 8. Our sound engineers are Taylor Crater, Phil Dunlap, Corey Finch, and John Prokop. Our video crew is led by Aaron Wilkins. My name is Alec Henn, and with us tonight was John Cerrone. Thank you so much for coming, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, you want to play us out?
Yeah, I'll play some new chord progression stuff that might be a new song or something sometime.
Sounds good.